Hi, I'm Chris Larsen from CrossbowExpert.com. Today we're looking at the Parker Challenger. It's a youth and ladies crossbow, a little bit shorter, just a more compact design. Makes it easy for people, a little bit smaller body to shoot. Very well balanced, it's easy to hold, lightweight, just 5.5 pounds. It has a 10 1/4 inch power stroke, and what that means is the distance from right here to where it's cocked. So 10 1/4 inches is a short power stroke, easy for smaller people to pull back and get the crossbow ready to fire. It has an adjustable draw of 125 to 150 pounds. It ships at 125 pounds. You can adjust it without a bow press. Just make a small adjustment right up here. Dan Ellyson will talk a little bit about that later on in the video. This crossbow shoots 300 feet per second at maximum draw, 150 pounds. 275 feet per second at 125 pounds. So it has all of the power and all the efficiency, the speed that you're looking for in a very compact and easy to fire package. It's well balanced, we talked about that. And the nice part about it is it just makes it easy to hold this crossbow steady on target. Comes with a 4-arrow quiver and 4 arrows, multi-reticle scope, so it's good if you're shooting at things at 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards. You can get it all set there with the multi-reticle scope and hit exactly what you're aiming for. Let's head over to Dan. Dan's going to talk about putting the crossbow together and where you're going to start when this thing shows up on your doorstep.
Hi, this is Dan at CrossbowExpert.com, and I'm going to show you today how to put together a Parker Challenger. It'll come to your door, you get it, you open up the box, and you spread it all out, and this is everything you're going to get. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it together, and then I'm going to take it down the range. And I'm going to try to sight the crossbow in as fast as I can, hopefully in just a couple shots. But Parker claims that they pretty much bore sight the crossbow in at the factory. So we'll go through and we'll build it, and we'll go down to the range, and hopefully it's pretty close and it doesn't take too long. So the first thing you want to do is you open up the box, you spread everything out, and a couple things you're going to notice. You're going to get the owner's manual for the Parker crossbows, plus you're going to get a Parker crossbow sticker. You can set that off to the side right now. What you're going to also get is on the Parker Challenger, it has 2 settings for poundage. It has 125 pounds and it has 150 pounds. And how they accomplish that is by using shims in the limb. So right now this bow comes to us at 125 pounds. So I'm going to leave it at 125, but I'm just going to quickly show you what we would do. Is we would take an Allen wrench and put it in the limb bolt, and we would go counterclockwise, loosening up the bolt. And what's going to happen is the limb is going to lift up, and we slide that shim out, and then we screw the bolt all the way down going clockwise. You'll do that on both limbs, okay? And there are very good instructions that come with this bow, so you definitely want to refer to that when you do this. You may choose to shoot at 125 at that point. You don't need to do anything. You're also going to get the crossbow assembly instructions. So that's what we're going to work off today, kind of go off Parker step by step and build this crossbow. And then you definitely want to read some literature that comes with it on indexing your nock correctly. An incorrectly loaded arrow or bolt is going to cause damage to the crossbow. So the bolts that Parker sends with these packages, they use what they call a capture nock. It's a capture nock is going to encompass more of the string than your typical flat or half moon nocks. And so you just definitely want to read that and remember to do this every time. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a set of instructions. Number one, you just want to go through, make sure you got everything. We have the front end, the quiver with 4 bolts. We got the stock with the scope. This is a multi-reticle scope, not illuminated, just a multi-reticle scope. Looks like we got everything intact. We got the scope covers on there. Also, just the hardware that you're going to want to get. You've got the cable slide. You've got the bolt that's going to hold the front end to the stock itself. and then 2 screws that help connect the system. Then you're going to get 2 screws for the quiver to attach the quiver. Also, Parker does send the owner's manual on a DVD for you. And it also shows you how to instructional DVD and warranty registrations. Definitely want to make sure you do put this DVD in, play it, and watch it. Also, I just want to also remind you that inside the bows, inside the Parker Crossbow box when you get it, there's going to be a yellow piece of paper in there. It's going to say, "Do not return crossbow to store. Call Parker customer service with their number for warranty service or replacement of missing parts." Now, if you purchase this for bow or any Parker bow or any crossbow from crossbowexpert.com, we definitely want you to call us if you're missing parts, because we want to handle that for you. And also, we want to make sure from a warranty standpoint that we are going to take care of that for you, because when you do purchase a crossbow from crossbowexpert.com, you are not going to be charged for warranty work. As long as the manufacturer stands behind the product, we are going to stand behind the product with our service. So what we're going to do is put this crossbow together. Now here on the front end, we're going to install the cable slide first. That's step number 1. And here it's very important, and what you're going to want to do is, if you pick up the bow like this, okay, this is the left side, right side. Where these cables cross, we want that cross, when we install this, we want that cross to be on the left side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put these cables in, and I'm going to slide this into the center, just like that. Now you're going to notice that the cable's crossed. If the cables cross, if you put this in backwards and you cross the cables on the right side, that is definitely going to be a problem, okay? So you want to make sure that it's on the left. Things like the bow isn't going to function correctly, it could break a cable when fired. So make sure you do that correctly. Put the cable slide on, and you slide it up to about right there. So now that we have the cable slide installed, now we're going to attach this front end to the stock. And this is a time where you might want to get someone to help you. It's going to be a little easier. We're going to do it on a bench, which is a little harder to do. We do like to use the floor, putting it down on the floor, working it in and pushing it down. But we're going to do it up here. So I have my coworker Al here with me, and what he's going to do is he's going to lift up the stock for us. What we're going to do is insert this cable slide into this gap here, just like that, okay? Get that out of the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to push that down. Now what we're going to do is there's a aluminum piece right here, and we're going to put that, insert that into a hole up in here, and then push down on it. Now you're going to go just like that. What we want to do is make sure we're flush right here, just like that there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I have our 5/16 threaded bolt, and we're going to run that into the front here, right here. So we're going to get it down in there. We're going to start it. Then we'll grab our Allen wrench and tighten that up. This is a bolt that you definitely always want to check, you know, every couple times you shoot the crossbow. It doesn't matter what crossbow it is, if it uses this bolt to attach the front end to the stock, you always want to double check this. One of the one of the most common things that we see, especially when we've got a noisy crossbow or it's inaccurate, the front end's moving because this bolt is loose and people don't check that. So you definitely want to check that bolt. And we also have 2 small screws that came in the same package, and those are going to drop right in here. grab your Allen wrench.
Tighten those down and then stop. We gotta switch tapes.
All right, those are nice and snug. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna install the quiver. And if you look at the directions, step 1, 2, 3 are completed. Now we're step 4, install the quiver. All right, on the quiver, it comes right from the factory. You need to, it has the bracket that's gonna attach to the bow already on the quiver, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen that slider right here, pop this attachment off. So this attachment is going to get installed underneath the crossbow on these 2 tapped holes right here. Okay, so what you can do is install this bracket on, and you can kind of see which direction you want the quiver, because that's how we'll, so I want to shoot with the quiver, facing this way on the bow. So I'm going to pop that off, lay that down on there, just like that, and that's right where I'm going to install that quiver. Okay. Well, I tell you what, step 1, 2, 3, and 4, we got done in just a couple minutes. That's how easy these crossbows are to put together. So I'm super excited. You know, a lot of people call and they tell us how easy they are to put together. You know, a lot easier than what they thought. But definitely, if you have any problems, call us at crossbowexpert.com and we'll be more than happy to help you. All right, so now we got the crossbow put together. We're down at the range. We're at 20 yards. And let's cock it back and make this happen. So you put your foot through the stirrup. Now I'm using a Parker roller cocker here. I tell you what, I really like this roller cocker. It actually makes it quite a bit easier to cock them back. And put her down here. The bow was in fire. I cocked it back. It automatically went to safety. Take the roller cocker off. All right, we'll get ready to take the first shot with the Parker Challenger. Wow, I tell you what, that was pretty close. I mean, I'm talking about being about 4 inches low and looks like about 6 inches to the right. So it's pretty dang close. It's not going to take much to adjust this. This scope is a 1/2 inch MOA, so well, I'm not going to do very many clicks, but just enough to move it up a little bit and a little bit to the left. All right, let's see where this one's at. Well, I tell you what, this bow shoots great. We put it together, the first 4 shots, as you can see from the group, 2 in the white and 2 a little bit to the right, made a couple adjustments and put them right in there. So I'll tell you what, I'm really excited. It's a nice little bow, easy to put together, easy to shoot, fast to sight in. If you want any more information on these crossbows from Parker, please check us out at crossbowexpert.com and make sure you like us on Facebook.